Hey, what up? It's your boy Aki checking in here. I haven't made a video in a while. So right now I'm on my way to a RIA meeting. And a lot of you guys may be asking, if you're new to real estate investing, that is, what is a RIA meeting? A RIA meeting basically is where either on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, a bunch of investors in your town that are, dedicated to learning more, networking, and just becoming the most profitable investor that they can be, meet up and basically exchange ideas. It's where people like myself, as well as others that do flips, wholesales, and things like that, will, you're able to build a buyer's list that way, as well as just bounce ideas off of older investors or people that are in the similar situation or situations that you have been in or are going to go through, are able to guide you through that, just because people in these meetings have a lot more wisdom. So I'm going today just because I haven't been in a while. I try to get to one a month, two a month if I can. Don't let this consume all of your time, but definitely if you're newer, definitely make an effort to go at least for the first year, without fail, so that people begin to know your face, begin to know you as someone serious. That way when you do have a question, it's answered respectively. So I've been going for a little over a year now, and I know people on a first name basis. That's basically where you want to get to. Investors at a first name basis, that at some point you begin to exchange contact information, and then from there you can just ask questions, and eventually you rub off on them and they rub off on you. It's like osmosis. The way they think about deals, you're going to start to think about deals the way they think about you. Basically know what to look for in a deal, as well as what these people are looking for when you're looking for deals, just because that standard is what is normal to you. Because if you don't know what you're looking for and then they say this is what you're looking for, then that reflection of what they told you just becomes normal to you. So yeah, I'm heading out there and just going to learn more and, again, network. A lot of times there's a guest speaker there, and at the end of the guest speaker, there's just a little bit of networking and just jiving, and a lot of value is exchanged there. A lot of people do go there just to be there, just because people like to go to meetings, and I'm not really about that. I'm really about getting a lot of action or actionable steps that I can implement as soon as possible into my business. But if there's not much I can take action on, then I really don't sit around where I'm in a place where there's nothing to be implemented. So yeah, man, just making a short video here, letting you know what's going on with me. I am actually using a new list. Sorry, on a side note, I'm actually making a new list right now to contact some new motivated seller leads, and I will let you guys know how it's going. It's basically a mix of absentee with a hint of, there's so many different ways you can find motivated sellers, but it's basically a mixture of absentee with specific neighborhoods, as opposed to going everywhere in the lower end neighborhoods and things like that. I'm going directly to neighborhoods where I can get a pretty nice profit. So basically you want to do exactly what they say to do, even if it seems counterintuitive, even if you think it's wrong, even if you know it's wrong. you want to show that effort, and then that you're coachable and that you're willing to listen. Because if not, you basically have no chance at getting that hands-on, first-hand mentorship, if you will. Because that's what it really is. Whenever you go into these meetings and you don't know what you're doing, you get mentorship from these older guys. And that's really what you need to take it to the next level. Because at the end of the day, think about it. That's how you ended up doing everything. You don't end up talking a certain language by just making it up on your own. You have to listen to somebody, you have to absorb what they're saying, and it has to become pretty much second nature. It becomes pretty much second nature after a while. And that's what you want. So that's why I give it about that. That's why I do the rule of thumb for about a year, because it's just now, a year later, that I'm really becoming familiarized with the concepts, with the terminology, and really with just becoming, like, I'm comfortable saying I'm an investor now, just because I'm actually using the terminology, and I'm doing deals, you know. And if it wasn't for this RIA group, I 100% would still be knocking my head against the wall trying to figure out where left from right is. Because it's one thing to read something, but it's another thing for someone to give you real life examples of how they went through something, and they give you specific action steps that are custom to what you're going through. You know, head and shoulders above what it would be if you tried to do it just straight from YouTube, just straight from a course or anything. So attend a RIA group if you're not, and if you have, and you're introverted and you're shy, I'd even urge you to try to push yourself and sit beside somebody you don't know. And then the next week, sit beside somebody else you don't know. And every week, try to push yourself and sit beside until you know everybody in the room by first name. Just kind of make it a game. And after a while, you will be someone that people begin to know and really think of as an investor. But more importantly, you're going to be able to think of yourself as an investor. You're going to be able to take those steps like someone who's seasoned in the game, and eventually you'll start doing deals. Preferably even sooner than a year, but yeah. So that's all I got for this one, guys. I'm going to head into this meeting, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm dropping content like this on a weekly basis. Not daily necessarily, a couple times a week, with things I'm going through with myself, with real estate investing, with wholesaling, mindset, self-development, things like that. So yeah, your boy is out. Talk to you in the next video. Peace.